these outputs are fucked. But this is the 4-bit quantize fucking oopin. Um uh it's the which one is it's not I don't remember. But it has been a long process. This is it. The tree of thought here, plus the there it is. This is it. No, there's a meta prompt. Because I mean the 7B. Oh, we could do that. That needs to be recorded. The 7B. I mean, it's good. It's as good as And if we put some of this on some of that, it's game over. Where is it? Gemini. Uh, this is for this. So we got to put this for the open source models. They only have it for GPT, so we're trying to get it going for the open source. We got it pretty good, but the format here is fucked up, and I'm really bad at like rejects type stuff, which is a tragedy. But yeah, I just need to figure out how to splice this right because the OpenAI models are dictionaries or JSON formatted. So this is just two a key value dictionary. It's literally it's a list and a list. It's a dictionary and a list and a list with one key. That's it. It's just the generated text and then the whole here. Um, so I just want this split here. That sounds easy. It's a lot easier than the others. But I don't know. It's not working. It doesn't. That's actually because I'm printing the raw. But even still, when I print this, you can see here that the outputs they're not complete. They're missing. So it should just be this part in the new wise. But sometimes it's input. It's not consistent. So there's something. It's just one line of code. I forgot a zero somewhere in here, but I mean, there's a lot of files. And then I've been messing with I made a big mistake. When you got to copy all the files somewhere, but it's a repo, so I did. So it technically is, but somewhere in here, there's a lot of files. Um, but it's pretty cool. So it works. Here's the run, and then there's some arguments. We added the default here. Then you scroll up, you go run, and you see it's in range from 900 to 900 to 1,000. It's in the where is it? Somewhere. Yeah, it's in here. Nope, it's not it. Maybe I don't have it. Well, I have to have it. I don't know where it is. Data, definitely where it is. Yeah. So here, so it picks. These are supposedly increasingly difficult. Uh, I don't. They're all equally difficult to me. These are like the game of 24 is pretty hard. Uh, but I don't know how one is easier than another. There's a math problem about that, probably. Something about even numbers and maybe prime numbers are easier or something. Don't know. But definitely not. I have no idea. But it goes from 900, not even there. That's 90. It goes from 900. So yeah, is that harder? Bullshit. Anyway, it takes a random selection from here, 100 values. Uh, um, yeah. So that's what we go run, and then we go through here. Here's the 900 in range, and then we solve. So this is what's weird. So we solve for each eye. It's going to generate, and it's trying to generate. Well, chain of thought. So you go in. There's a chain of thought. The idea is you make a chain of thoughts. You try and get the model to ask questions. So you, when you fine tune it, you inject examples where it asks some questions. All this is doing that, but like 10 different times, and then picking the best one of those. Kind of. That's not actually what this is doing. That's a different thing, but it's kind of the same thing. I don't know. But anyway, you got 100 of these, and then but that's for the I. Then you pass I in. So for each one, you pass I in 900, and then you go to solve, which is in the BFS. Sorry, that was gross. Um, solve, and yeah, there's another problem. The partial GPTs. So it goes through the anyway. You go through the solve, and then it's another for loop from 900 to 1,000 for steps. So I'm printing the steps here, and then you go through here, and what is it actually doing? So for each step, I mean for each I, it does this 900 times, 100 times. So it's 1,000 runs in total. 10,000 runs. That's too many runs. So the token. So basically, what all this to say, llama 8B doesn't work as is. I had to get the quantize. That puts me at around 600. Nah, I definitely get higher than that. I get to like 10. Uh, I get to 10. I get past 10. Yeah, I got to 11. That's on the 8-bit, and my parameters are what are my parameters? I mean, it's not really parameters. Oh yeah, I had to add all this shit too. Uh, that's from God Part 2. So we had to. It wasn't even hard. I don't know why they didn't do it. Well, I guess it doesn't work. The outputs are different. This is the output. It's a the OpenAI outputs are let's see. Um, no, I don't need it. It's just chat completions right here. Or, Jesus. All right. I should have that saved. Nah, because I saved like all these bookmarks. I never go back to them. Look at this. I've never even looked at this folder before. But sometimes I will, and they're there, so that's nice. This is the format of the um, response from OpenAI. It's kind of it's JSON, I guess, or maybe it's definitely JSON. But I don't know. You could call it like a dictionary or like a nope. It's JSON. All right. So choices. Then it gives you the index and then the message, the role in the content. Takes out the role. What I really need to do is put this into that, and I can definitely just ask Gemini to do that. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. Gemini. So, um, here's the comparison. This is a project plan for whatever reason, and this here. Look at this. Look at this. This. Look at this. Uh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All right, here we go. And we're not done. We are not done. I clicked that too many times. Oh man, it doesn't save my past chats. Yeah, it does. Oh. Yeah, I tried to get it to pick up chicks. It doesn't want to do it. But the system prompts, that's over. It doesn't. There's yeah, you're good. But I mean, they're not. It's not with any system prompt that you want to do for whatever reason. You got to try it like a bunch. It doesn't. The responses are different every time. So even reloading the system prompt can has. I mean, obviously, anytime you do a generation, something new happens. So and if it's in the history and something new happens, it's favorable, then you're in there, supposedly. Um, but otherwise, you're not. Uh, yeah, this is the llama 3 instruct. It says 7B, but that's incorrect. I don't know why it says 7B. Because it's not. It's not a 7B. They got the phi up here too. Oh, sweet. We'll put phi right in here. Yo, they got the phi. Which one? 7DB. Yeah, it's at the 8B. It's a typo or something. Not the 7B. Anyway, check this out. We'll do GPT 3.5 first. I should have done GPT 4 because Gemini, I mean, it didn't do bad, but you'll see. Come up with a product, you can read this. Then, look at this GPT 3. Garbage. What is this? What is this? What about a smart? I mean, it's kind of a good answer, but compared to this, I did. This was the system prompt I used. Uh, just to get it to go back to the. I don't know. There's no study. You'd have to study that, but I think if you do that, then it has to pay attention to the beginning again. Not really the beginning. Like it has to. I think it. I don't know. I don't think it does anything because it's in the top of the prompt and. But the context, I think. Ah, text up top doesn't do anything, but I feel like it does. Um, Here's a product idea for you. Product name, description, features, target audience, and this is all coherent. Smart Sleep is a revolutionary sleep mask that combines cutting edge technology with soothing soundscapes and guided relaxation techniques to help individuals fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling refreshed. The mask uses advanced brain computer interface BCI sensors to detect the user's brain waves and adjust its settings in real time. Complete fake. Made it up. That's pretty damn good. This. How about a smart home energy management system? This product can include devices like smart plugs, smart bulbs, smart light bulbs, and a central hub that connects them all. The system would also include a mobile app and web interface for users to monitor and control their energy usage remotely. Pretty good. But I also noticed, and here, check Gemini. There's a weird similarity. I mean, I don't know if that's weird, but there's a similarity. Uh, I don't know what the similarity is, but these are like similar products. And then we'll check. Here's a tech related product idea for your project that you can sell online. Smart planter with watering and light optimization. This planter would utilize sensors and automation to address common houseplant care issues. Self watering system, light optimization. Project focus. You can focus on the technical aspects, the software development alternative, take the starting point. But I mean, compared to that's not even. This is organized. This is pre. I mean, this is just good training data. This is how you do a response. This has been, this is not. I don't know if that's a better response. I do find Gemini to, at this time, be superior to GPT 4. in terms of utility of responses. So GPT-4 explains responses better. I think they have better text generation, but its problem solving is worse. Gemini will solve problems without you asking it to. Like if you even for code, it'll sneak stuff in the code that's it hasn't snuck anything bad in the code, but Gemini always frequently not just uh like sneaks logical improvements into the code, not just I don't have any examples. Um but ChatGPT used to do this better. ChatGPT used to like put really cool list comprehensions and stuff like that, but it's still Gemini will like modify the code like, oh, this is wrong, and then you run it and it works better. Like, but it doesn't mention it, doesn't say anything about it, which is I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. All that to say is that the quality of this response might be a the quality of this response might be a byproduct of just rigorous training on responses to developing stuff, and this might be a more natural response. This might be a more, uh, you know, intelligent. I guess I don't know. I don't even. That's not even how it works. So, but this was trained a whole lot. So yeah, it should be better. I don't really know where I was going with that, but it feels that way. Gemini feels like it is smarter. It's not. So I don't really know. All right, explain my customer. This is from there's a book, and these are the actual not all of them, but some of them. Gemini got it too. I mean, ChatGPT doesn't even. It's not even playing the same game. Okay, but I didn't edit anything. But you can do that, and the model persists. Same with here, but the editing option is missing. But I mean, this is a good, and they always have the GGUF models or the GGPT. I think it's two different types. Edit accept response. Not that good. Not that good of a response here. For this, did pick up on the, but I was impressed with the consumer profile. So I just said explain my consumer. Um, that's like I guess I don't know what else you call it, but this missed that. Um, Same age range. Not, always doing this weird thing. Not as good of a response. Technically a larger model. Um, this is still Llama 3 though. Then explain how my customers acquire. Which model is this? I don't. Yeah, there's some. I mean, yeah, I can. Yeah, the web GUI is not. You know, if you're, yeah, that's it. It is what it is. So I mean, you could. It's yours though. You can do whatever you want to it though. But, this is laziness on my part, really. Acquiring customers. pretty good answer. Like it went through it. I missed that. Next 10 customers. This went first 10 customers. So everything I said about Gemini was a lie. You lost all of your cred, Gemini. Just there. Too bad. Yeah, it also got next 10 customers. So that's I don't know. GPT's answers are good. Good. They're good answers. It's weird how that kind of works out. Like it was the first one out, and it's right in the. So now I use Claude and Gemini. Probably more. Not really. And then I confirm everything with GPT. That's probably the pipeline. So I'll go Claude to Gemini, then Gemini to GPT. This model is really good. The LM Studios model is the better version. I don't know what they did. They put a little on there. I've been doing that more lately. I used to do that a lot more. I, now I don't know. Similar answers. I can't describe why they're similar, but they are. There's like a flow that was, these are different models. There's a GPT doesn't have the same flow. I, I mean, I just made that up, but that's how I feel about it. Might just be the font. It could just be the font. Might that's It'd be like that sometimes. There's like this sounds more like how advertisements are written. ChatGPT sounds more like how instructions are written, I guess. develop the basic hardware components needed for the system, such as a smart plug and a hub that can communicate with the plug in the user's smartphone. Smart plug should be able to monitor the energy. All right, let's actually do something productive. But there is a difference here. This sound, it's like the smart plug should be able to monitor energy usage and be controllable remotely. Should be controllable remotely. Smart Sleep will generate revenue through a combination of subscription-based services, hardware sales, and partnerships with sleep-related businesses. Offer premium features such as relaxation techniques and advanced sleep tracking analytics. Monthly or annual fee. Collaborate. All right. All right. This. Where were we? Issues. What's are repeated? I don't think there's. I guess they are supposed to be, but not every time. Like this is one. I guess they are supposed to be repeated every time. Um, no, they're not. Yeah, the values are off. It didn't get the values. It, uh, nope, did. So it just goes greedy. Does it just go greedy? And then these five just happen to be the same. These are not. These are the same. They're all the same. So that wouldn't even matter. Yeah, those aren't the top five. I mean, that higher number for some terrible reason is better. Uh, here. Uh, the there's an issue. Anyway, input, and then I got straight to it. 24. I wouldn't have gotten that on the first try. No chance. I got to it for a bunch. So those should, those are. I guess those correspond. It should be more than that though, because well, I don't know. That's why we go back to the code and we run here. Get task. You get the tasks from actually to run TOT tasks. That's how. For some reason, that never works when I do it. But I guess because they made like if you make a fuck you're a Python project, maybe that's it. I don't know, but I don't know. For some reason, that never works for me. I always have issues when I do this, so I don't. But maybe there's a lot of reasons why that could be. Tasks. Game 24. I think voice prompt. Right, because we set the task. That's an argument. So task equals from task. Import get task. Does it do that? That's what I'm talking about. I don't know how it did that. But there is a get task function. Oh, there isn't. Where's define this? Go to definition. Get task. There we go. It's in the init. All right, get task. And then this is there. Okay, so that's how we do that. Run to the init. Okay, that's how that works. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's how that works. Okay, so that's how that works. We go here. Now we're here, and this is the problem. Our test output. Anyway, so we get the task. It doesn't happen there. Let's find out when this happens. It's test output. We can spoil it for us. Infos. All right. Yeah. Okay. So we get task. We're not naive running. Sets these values, which we're going to update later, and those end up being the values that we care about. Logs, those get put in here. See, it overwrites this every time instead of making a new file. Because the parameters are the same, I guess, but that's unfortunate. And as you can see before, my rejects was way off because I was, I mean, it's not even rejects, but I was I was splicing incorrectly. That was, she does that. That's what that is. Logs there. This is that weird one, the range. So it's going to do this 100 times. Then we go into the solve. So here, go down here, and we do this 100 times. This partial GPT calls the GPT models. This also kind of screws things up, but I didn't have a choice. So I didn't want to change all the code in here. So I just said if the model ID is not, and originally I just had it model because it's passed in, but sometimes it gets called. Well, we got lucky here, but sometimes the GPT function gets called without specifying the model. So like here and there. So just set the global variables for model IDs. Probably fine. So yeah, and then that's the model ID. That's the model we're using right now. The 4-bit. I want to do this one next. Line was too big, obviously. I don't even know what I was thinking. It was defaulted, so I tried it. The 8B was too big for my 24 gigs because as you can see, we're running this. Even the first run, it's 100 generations of this. So that 100 times plus the prompt, the actual prompt. There's two. And then there's other text that we pass in. the data, obviously. Then it picks, so it picks one of those, and that becomes the data here. So another, just another line like that. It's not serious. Um, I don't know. It's not that long of a context, but for some reason it was taking 24 gigabytes. Maybe there's multiple instances. Yeah, it's doing the model multiple times. I guess. I don't know. If that doesn't equal this, then we run the HF LLM, which doesn't really matter because we pass something else in there. So we just leave that. It's fine. Then this is the messages. We can keep that format because they set to here. But the end of tokenizer is completely different. It's so different. It's kind of rude, but that's just how it is. Like a whole nother. I mean, it's the same shapes, I guess, but if you're good at rejects, it wouldn't be that bad. uh, but it's too boring. Um, then it calls it. So that's not the issue. The prompt, you get the prompt from initial run, which happens in the BFS partial. Global GPT models. Oh, that's the problem. Ah, there you go. That's why you do that. I mean, it's coming back here. It doesn't really matter, I guess. It comes back here. We don't have a prompt defined. So we gotta go prompt. Equals prompt. Temperature. We can look at that. No, we can't. We have to make everything matte. Jesus. It's not even defined. So we then have to go. Is it the same? I don't even know if that counts. Python's crazy, this. Maybe. This. It might. That might count. That might count. I think that counts. Uh, Value prompt. And we're not even in this function. We're in this function, but we got the GPT. Yep. So go down and we probably could just pass this. I need a new file, basically. I need a whole nother. Nah, that's stupid. We want to keep I want to keep everything in here. No, in here. Even the, I had to change this. I don't want to have to change these. I want to, once you start changing stuff, that's because, who knows what the hell's wrong with this. Now, that was because I, keyboard interrupt. Where's the, yeah, so this can't be right. Because that wasn't even the best response that it got. Impossible. Yeah, that's not right. So that's not good. Oh, well, I was looking the new Y's. I wasn't looking at the new Y's. That's the problem. Yeah, these are all the same. That's not good. Because the Y's are just the solution. This part. Oh, thank God. That's what I was trying to figure out. I forgot what I was even trying to fucking do here. And that's another one. That's what we want. How many of these? Where are these coming from? Uh, I have no idea where these are coming from, but they are coming from. Something's getting cut off. Whatever. So yeah, there's some. That's a repeat. This is not a repeat. Uh, but then you would think that this would then be a repeat, but it is not. Broken there. Broken there. Oh, one here. I think it's broken there. This is all on a road, isn't it? Maybe that's just because it's the first. Yeah. Okay. Well, doesn't look like it's. I thought it was maybe picking just some subset feeding it, then we just look for that index. And this would be the same process anyway. It was. So, standard. I didn't choose one. I'm not running either of these. What is the default? It samples else. Prompt sample not recognized. Why did we go there? If art, well, it doesn't equal that. It equals propose. So we should be getting proposal. All right, we go here. Yeah, and then there's this garbage that I've proposed, which is just gonna grab the entire generated text. It should split. This should be right. So we want to get the first item, which is the only item of this. Then we want to get the first item of the next one. And we want to get the generated text key. We want this here. Then we want to split that on the new lines. Because then we got all this garbage here. We don't want that. Just want this. That's doing y for y underscore plus slash n for anyway, so for each one, I'm gonna pass the first one in. We end up passing this in. We don't want this. We just want this. Y. Right, so if we do that, let's say we grab the first one. If we grab this first one, it's garbage, and then we skip. Why are we skipping? Not. Could be that. That's too complicated. We want to keep it this. We want to fix this. Really, we want to change this to output. Better. We want to be able to get this choice message content res choices. That's what we want. I'm just extending res. res, like output. Proposals are yeah, I use my mouse. Sue me. Always using my mouse. So we have generated text. We want something that looks like, well, not coding, that's for sure, but you know, that's what we got. So talk with. Uh, uh, um, so this would be res generated text. I think we passed that in. So probably just, nope, it's text generation. That's what you call it. That's how you tell fucking face what the message content choice. Yes, that would be. I don't get any of stats. Go back here. Okay. So we just splitting on the zero. Okay. That should actually just give us. That should give us both of these. Uh, so so it's gonna output extend. Then you get the res. It's gonna be a 3 because we saw it. Looks like this. Have choices. Oh, message. No, well, that does exist. Choice dictionary, index, dictionary with a key, index key, and a message key. Message key contains a dictionary with the content. But then there's a, oh yeah, in the message dictionary, we're going to the content dictionary. So this really is, we should probably go back here. Choices. Really have this. Choices, index, E. So we want something like that. So we have choices, and then we want in the choice, we want a message dictionary with content. And then we can just ask Gemini. Probably. I keep forgetting the old key. Dang it, I'm all over the place. sections to store. Strange. Message big code 3 such message big bars G line. Actually, that doesn't actually do anything anymore. Kind of like built in. What makes it worse? But I don't know. So see who will give it to 5-1. Say about it. Coding is not llama 3. That ain't for llama. So that's a code llama task for real, for real. On the dead homies. I don't have a model loaded, so that's gonna be an issue. Let's try new research. That's the best one of the set. The official is it's kind of mid. Not sure what the other one did. Oh shit. Ugh. All right, new chat. It's too many spaces. That's a list, inner list. ChatGPT 3.5 has always been pretty damn good at coding. So I would not be surprised if this is bad. For a while, 3.5 was doing better than 3.4 because 4 was trying to do too much stuff when it comes to coding. ChatGPT 3.5 follows instructions much better than GPT-4 does. If you give it a template, and say, do the stuff in this template. GPT-4 tries too much. ChatGPT 3.5 on the stuff right there every time. Uh-oh, Llama 3's cooking right now. Wait a minute, it's cooking. This is right so far. It's going the wrong way. Was my prompt not clear? Maybe not. Nope, that's fire. It does it. It is doing quite nice. Uh, that's close. That's right. No, that's right. Choice. No, it's one too high, I think. That I mean that I can't tell. That's pretty close. Choices. Yeah, it's just one too high. Don't need. No, we're good. We're good. We are 100% good. Yeah, that's it. This is it. I don't. You cannot do better than this. Let me see what the others did, but there's no answer that's better than that. That's straight to it. Look at that. It's trying too much. That is the answer. 100%. Um, yeah, no, this will work with um without doing any of that. Yeah. It's literally gonna be just putting the word death in a function. Should be able to do this with sweat. mix up. So this is the modified message that return. This is exactly right. Did a good job. Kept the indentation. Be good. That is. Whoa, there we go. Vital example. That's awesome. I really like this response because it's simple too. I guess we have no choice but to give GPT-4 a try. But on my other account for no reason. It's been free though, so that's kind of the reason. I guess new chat just paste GPT. I don't like what it did there, but it doesn't matter. Let's get it. Let's get it here. Jesus. Oh, it's pretty good. Pretty fast too. The log props. Maybe that's in here and I don't see it. I don't know why they both did that. Is that in the message format? It is. Okay. We don't need that though. So oh, that's weird. I didn't even notice it. In the proposals raw, the initial part's gone. And the final. Value output. Okay, that's. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. It's a question. All right, I hope so. That makes sense. I could look that up, but that's. We'll use that. This is 100% right. Go ahead and copy this. Did I do anything? Uh, okay. That is the res. It's the proposals res. Okay. So we'll call this res raw. Well, actually, res raw is better. That was good. This that stuff we change out here. Hopefully. Shouldn't work now. Hopefully it doesn't work. Nice. That's gonna take the first thing and split on that. That's all we need. There's more generative text. Get rid of that. Like that was different. Let's see. Um, um, oh, what the hell is that? In here? Yeah, I guess. Huh. Okay, so the original didn't do anything. Interesting. Same. Perform better. So, sorry, guys. Uh, now I just gotta wait. Take some time. It actually takes a long time. No, not for the first one. The first one will come back pretty quick. But maybe not. There's proposals raw, so that should have been it. It goes in cumulative batches. So you can see that remember there's that 900 thing. We solve for another 100 both times. And here, when we call GPT initially, that also does a loop here, but it's only once because n is 1 still. So that doesn't count. Really, I don't need to change that. I actually have it. I don't. We had to change all. Supposed to return. We have to change that probably. Every time device gets does. Kind of looks like the same values, but that's it's supposed to be doing a bunch. It's gonna do the same value 100 times at some point. I guess this does have to run for 100 times. I feel like the first time it didn't. There we go. Didn't pick anything. Went with got one choice. All of those are zero. Input, possible next steps. That input fucked everything up. Because proposals raw. Nope, that's not why. Something's off. Why did that one complete? And then it does this thing, which I see a lot. When it gives shitty or bad, like, look, now it's acting all funky for it. The looping, I screwed that thing that I was pointing out last time. It needs to be fixed. Uh, huh. Uh, what's going on. But I will look. Also, I'm hungry. How long? All right, that's enough time. All right, guys. I don't feel like talking that loud right now. But I'll get back to it. No worry. The llama 3 is going though. That's going. So we're good. Um, hope everybody has today, as well as tomorrow, and the day after. Um, keep on